Right, hopefully in your introduction packs, your welcome packs, you should have 4 flags of different colours. Now what we wanted to do was, because this is a celebration of women's learning, we wanted to have, you know, a kind of festive party kind of atmosphere. We've got a bit of bunting up already, as you can see, but we thought it would be really good if we could produce some bunting as well, which actually had some ideas on of how we move forward, and sort of to work out what people's views are at the moment on women's learning. So we've got 4 different colours. Now it doesn't matter too much if you get them on different coloured ones. That's okay. But we've got, for the red one, we've got hiccups, barriers and taboos. Now for this one, I'll just give you a brief explanation of what we were thinking with this one. The barriers, I think, is pretty self-explanatory. They're the kind of things that would stop you dead in your tracks and say, I can't do that, I can't go on to learning. So that's the things that stop you before you're even started. Now for hiccups, I think with a lot of women, they lead very busy lives, and while they may embark on something, other things accumulate and get in the way, and so they get stopped mid-point, and it's about getting over those kind of breaks in the middle. And then taboos, we're sort of thinking about, is there anything that is still off limits still perceived as off limits for women, and is there anything that that society thinks is not what women should be learning about, or not how women should be interacting with each other, that kind of thing. So that is the red flag, I think. Yep, that's on your red flag. The second one we've got is why women. So I think I touched on this briefly when I was speaking about I'd never experienced women-only learning before earlier this year. So this is about what you think, what benefits there are of having a women-only environment for learning, and also whether you think there's anything lacking in that sort of environment. So we've also got what works for you on your green one. So this is about sort of positive learning experiences that you've had. So if you've done something, it doesn't necessarily have to be a course or in a learning environment, but just what kind of things have helped you to learn. So it could be something like your friends talked through something with you, and that's been a valuable way of learning, rather than just thinking of it as school or college or that kind of thing. So just what works for you, what helps you to learn. And then we've got the yellow one, is dreams, hopes and aspirations. So this is about what do you hope to get from a learning experience? What do you want the end result to be? And what do you think you would be capable of given the right opportunities for learning? So I don't know, are we doing it now?
Very briefly.
Yeah, if you just want to take a few minutes just to kind of, has everybody got one of these in their pack? Which explains which one is which. It doesn't matter if you...
It's just to start to think about it now, we don't have to finish it now.
It's just because you'll have these throughout the day, but if you want to take a couple of minutes thinking about it now, that's great. We're not going to time you on this. It's kind of there for you, there for you to think about.
Yeah.
Thank you, Anna.